Despite being called the Lord of the Jungle, lions still must say hello to the thorny hedgehog. Let's watch today's episode to witness the professional attacks from a forest urchin. These are the worst moments where the hedgehogs defeat the lion and the leopard with their sharp thorns. Let's get into it. In the wild, hedgehogs are the target of many lions. This rodent always knows how to defend itself. It will erect its spikes using a long and spiky tail towards their enemies. They are indeed ready to injure and kill the lions. At a single time, a large hedgehog wanders next to the riverbank, suddenly encounters an entire herd of lions. Immediately, the predators surround and attack the hedgehog, trying desperately to get a single meal. Though things are not so simple. With an experience of a sharp back, the hedgehog is alone, yet still able to fight and defend himself against the entire herd. Night has fallen, and the lions are still incredibly hungry, trying to find bait. It has been quite a tiring day, and the lions can not only hunt for the hedgehog, but they are also seriously injured. Realizing that this meal is impossible, the lions must accept and leave in a hunger. They are forced to continue their hunt, and if not, they might starve. Now the leopard and the hedgehog are snarling at each other. The hedgehog show a slow, moving, sharp explosion of spines. The tense atmosphere between the two opponents is pushed to a new level. The leopard can no longer keep his composure. Plunging into the opponent, this is a preemptive attack. The leopard is also continuously putting his paws on the hedgehog's back. Immediately, the hedgehog turns, going into battle mode. Finally, pinning a sharp feather porcupine, causing pains to the back of the leopard. It is a painful blow, yet the hedgehog takes the advantage of this time. The leopard tries continuously. Thorns getting stuck in his paws, making it near impossible to fully devour this meal. It seems now that there is no hope for the leopard. The quills are stuck in his face, and it'll take him some great time to get those out and able to fight again in his next hunt. Finally, the porcupine runs away. The leopard is left exhausted. There is another pursuit, and despite possessing sharp claws and outstanding strength, the leopard is still unable to deliver that fatal blow that belongs to the hedgehog, rendering him dead. Meanwhile, the hedgehog raises his sharp feathers to scare off the leopard. Stuck in the mud, this hedgehog is facing the pit bull, desperately trying to attack and kill. Every time he rushes into the hedgehog, the pit bull gets a few more porcupines stuck in his mouth. Yet, he does not care. The more attacks, the more pain on the pit bull, and the hedgehog remains unharmed. It is a miraculous way to defend himself. Simply sit and allow the pit bull to get harmed. Hedgehogs can be a potential prey of pythons of any size. This rodent possesses a hard layer of spiny covers. It takes up the entire outer side of his body. For a python, this is an obstacle. Today the python is building a hunger, but knowing he couldn't do anything, he tries to attack anyways. On the contrary, the spiny hedgehog initially tries to determine, is this fight worth it? against the large python. He raises the thorns on his back, and the python is struck. In many cases, in order to find food, they must find a way out of their territory. Lions often become clumsy and fragile when they're near water. Yet on land, this lion is a heroic animal. But he might lose his advantage when he faces the predators in the water. One of the most powerful animals in the river and the swamps, said to have the best counterparts to live on both lands and water, is in fact the crocodile. Today it can be seen that two male lions are developing their stage. For some reason, they've been lost from their herd. They swim and drink in the water, and both agree to cross the river in order to reach the vast grasslands. A Nile crocodile is patrolling the riversides. Soon, he attacks the lions, opening his large jaw and clamping down on the head and body. One lion bravely counterattacks the hunter, managing to survive and free himself from the death trap. The lioness can be seen stalking and rushing in towards the zebras, causing panic and a frenzy. Taking advantage of the chaos, the lion successfully captures an adult male zebra. Immediately, he grabs the neck, using his claws to pin down the animal to the ground. We thought that this would be the end of the zebra's life, but something unexpected has happened. With the extraordinary will, the zebra manages to survive. He struggles, he counterattacks, and he bites the body of the lion. In addition, zebras have a secret weapon. Their ability to rear kick with powerful hind legs is what allows him to survive this fight. It is a miraculous win for the zebra. Meanwhile, the wild buffaloes are witnessing nearby. They rush in to save the zebra from the lion's claws. Not always does this happen in the natural world, but it is a beautiful moment from the wild beast. Getting ready for a fight, neither show their fear, nor run away from their enemy. They are both at the top of the food chain in the wild. But crocodiles and pythons must go head to head in a fiery battle. It is not uncommon to see encounters between the two. Wars like this sometimes are impossible to determine who is the prey and who is the predator. The croc has successfully approached its agile body in a very short distance. This is his environment. Though with extremely long and strong jaws, tearing at flesh is not a trouble. The python seems to grasp at the weakness. The giant crocodile is unable to do anything. Soon they begin to attack each other on shore, then back to the bottom of the lake. A war breaking out without an end, and both opponents are too tired to continue. Biting at the flesh, these are fatal blows. The endurance of the python has turned tides, wrapping his body around the croc until he suffocates. In this dense forest, monkeys are bouncing around, going from branch to branch. Eagles flying in towards. It is choosing a suitable place to land. The monkeys were so engrossed in eating that they did not notice the appearance of the eagle. mother is grooming and cuddling her young. Below is another group of monkeys. Having guessed the eagle's intentions, they try to signal at their others, protecting their babies. But this was a hopeless call. With the strong dexterity and intense wings, the eagle quickly approaches their prey, catching a monkey on another branch. And without waiting for the mother, he takes action, bringing the baby down to an open field to get slaughtered. However, the monkeys below have quickly caught up with the eagle, saving the poor monkey. A large herd of wildebeest is trying to cross the river, but it seems they are having a hard time. Crocodiles lurking in the water. Every year, herbivores living in large groups like antelopes and zebras migrate in search of food. They need to meet their huge needs. However, finding the promised land also faces many difficulties and dangers. In particular, crossing the river has life-threatening dangers. Apart from being swept away by the fast currents and trampled to death by the fellows, the most frightening thing is being attacked to death by the crocs. The wildebeest fall into a terrible situation and they struggle during the fast currents. The enemy is trying to escape. Extraordinary efforts pay off and a miracle has happened. The antelope has escaped the death spectacularly. Initially, an ostrich with black and white feathers had come into sight of the leopard. They start the chase, and the target is on. Originally, the target has gone too fast, and the ostrich with gray feathers has ran at a slower pace. The leopard must switch his target to the second. In addition, leopards and other carnivores, including lions and hyenas, often hunt these large, feathery birds. Perhaps they are looking for an opportunity to strike. Possessing a body twice as big as the leopard, and many times higher and longer muscular legs, the gray ostrich is still focused on giving up when it is chased by the leopard. A leopard is stalking a group of small little monkeys on the tree branch. They are still learning to climb from their mother, not knowing of the death nearby. The leopard decides to hunt in the treetops next to the monkeys. Despite being excellent climbers, it is clear that the leopard cannot defeat the monkey. This is, in fact, the monkey's home. As soon as the leopard reaches the top of the trees, the monkeys discover the predator's intentions. Being discovered has made the leopard surprised, becoming flustered. Now he does not know if he should attack or retreat. Seeing through the leopard's confusion, the monkey must jump to another tree. Still very persistent, the leopard continues to jump down and climb up the tree where the monkey has been hiding. This is an act of persistence, one that may be rewarded with a delicious meal. However, in the wild, they must always take risks, not knowing if the expenditure of energy is even worth the battle. Today's video is coming to an end, and thank you for your attention. If you love videos about fighting animals, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the latest content. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.